Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in rockin Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. This week is packed with lots of exciting stuff, lots of fun stuff to talk about. Gotta start with this. This is Dark Knight's Death Metal. This is the sequel to Dark Knight's Metal, the big DC event, the big interdimensional mega event crossing over into everything. Everybody loves these big events. Everybody loves Dark Knight's Metal. This book is totally out there and totally nuts, but a really fun read. Amazing art by Capullo as always. So make sure that this one finds its way into your stack because this one's going to go fast. Batman and the Outsiders is your only Bat book of the week. Though maybe a little more Bat to talk about in just a minute. Superman number 22. Everybody knows I'm a big Superman fan. Been loving all this Bendis stuff. Been encouraging you guys to check all this out from the very beginning. You can just jump on into this one if for some reason you've been holding out on Superman. Like I say, this and Action have been a whole lot of fun to read. So, again, if you've been passing up on Superman, now's your chance to jump into that one. And Wonder Woman, another one of the best books DC does. A little more Wonder Woman to talk about in just a minute. Green Lantern, another one of my all-time favorite DC characters, one of my favorite guys in all of comics. And this book is as good as it's ever been right now. Grant Morrison and Liam Sharp, can't pass up a team-up like that. Grab the first issue, catch up to this week's number 4. If you love great stories and great art, certainly if you love great science fiction, good time to be a Green Lantern fan. Flash Annual is one of the annuals this week. Here he is taking on Suicide Squad. I know you guys passed up these annuals from time to time, the one-shot specials, but this one and the Nightwing special, the Nightwing Annual, are not to be missed. You can read more about the Nightwing Annual in our newsletter this week. Always pushing Nightwing, one of my favorite characters, one of the best books DC does. This is a great jumping point before you pick up the Joker War stuff in 70 and 71. Good time to be reading Nightwing. Strange Adventures, number 2. The book you've been waiting for. Another Tom King classic in the making, like Mr. Miracle, like his awesome run on Batman. You know we love Tom King around here. Everybody loved that first issue of Strange Adventures. Everybody's priming for this one. Like I say, this is the one you've been waiting for. If for somehow the first one got by you, grab that first issue, pick up this week's number 2. Like I say, we love Tom King around here. Young Justice rounds out your DCU. That's your Young Animal book of the week. Always more DC to talk about. Like these giants. This is your Aquaman giant. Been talking up these giants. They do them for all the main DC characters. New stories, classic reprints. Great for new readers. Great for old school readers. Everybody should be picking up these giants. There's like 4 or 5 big stories in every single issue. Like I say, tons and tons of fun. A little outside the main titles and facsimiles. This is your facsimile of Detective Comics number 475, classic Jokerfish story. What do I mean by facsimile? I mean it's an exact reprint with original ads, original letters pages, the whole bit. I'm a huge, huge fan of these facsimiles. I'm a little sorry that DC isn't going to keep making these, but grab the ones while you can. Everybody loves a good classic Joker story. And then how about some Black Label stuff for you? Here's The Question, one of your latest Black Label offerings. Love me The Question. And Wonder Woman Dead Earth number 3. Another one of the Black Labels you've been waiting for. Obviously, both of these are the magazine-sized, giant format Black Label type books. More room for the art, as we like to say. Pick up the first 2 issues of this one. Catch up to number 3 because Wonder Woman Anything is awesome. And then some of the YA books to talk about from DC Kids. This is Primer. This is its own self-contained universe. A superhero graphic novel for you or the young reader in your life. Or You Brought Me the Ocean. Another graphic novel for young adults. DC has put out a whole range of these, and they're really awesome. This is your Aqualad one. There's Raven and Mira and all kinds of different ones to check out. You can go to black-cat-comics.com and see all the different ones that we have to offer. Great week for the DC guys. Very small week for the Marvel guys, but a couple great collections to talk about. This is Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky, Volume 3. This is your latest trade for the current run of Daredevil. Always talking up Daredevil, always saying this is the most consistent and one of the best titles Marvel has. It's been one of my favorite books for years and years. They keep their top talent on this book. And Chip Zdarsky is one of them. This run has been a lot of fun. Some just classic, great Daredevil stuff. Like I say, always encouraging you guys to check out Daredevil. So pick up Volume 1 and 2, pick up this Volume 3, so you can get caught up to the regular issues. Like I say, love me some Daredevil, and I'm really enjoying this current run. So if for some reason you haven't been following Daredevil, you can pick those up. And this is the Silver Surfer Omnibus Volume 1, or at least the latest printing of this giant hardcover that collects the Silver Surfer run 1 through 18 in the FF Annual. Some of the best comics of all time, and I truly mean that. Any old schooler like me will tell you that this run of Silver Surfer has some of the best stories, some of the best art. Issue number 4 is a all-time legendary title. This stuff is not generally collected. There is no trade paperback. There is no other hardcover for this. So this big old $100 hardcover is the only way to read these awesome comics in collected form. Everybody loves Silver Surfer, and like I say, this is some of the very best Silver Surfer you're going to find. Don't show collections very often, but that one's definitely worth talking about. Great week for the Image guys. Here's Savage Dragon, number 249. Love talking up some of the original Image books like Savage Dragon and Spawn and Witchblade. Let you guys know that the original Image books are still running, still going strong. Savage Dragon's coming up on issue 250. I think Savage Dragon's one of the more underrated books in comics. I think what Eric Larson has done with this title is really kind of groundbreaking, and he doesn't get enough credit for keeping a book running for this long and keeping it going in real time. Savage Dragon fans know what I'm talking about. One of the most fun books there is. So if you've been away for a while, now's a great time to get into Savage Dragon before that big supersized number 250. Birthright. There's another book that Image has been rolling out for quite a while, maybe flying under a few people's radar, but I always like talking this up. It's a great mix of sword and sorcery and I don't know, real life drama, action, adventure, all kinds of things. Birthright is a lot of fun, so pick up that $1 first issue reprint or the first trade paperback, or just grab the latest issue and jump right in. Like Moonshine, one of their more modern hits. All kinds of Image has an endless range of genres and art styles and storytelling, and everybody should have an Image book on their list, and Moonshine's a good place to start. Or A Man Among Ye, which is your first issue Gotta Have It Image book of the week, because there's always a first issue Gotta Have It Image book of the week. You want to grab those first issues before they're gone and or $100 on eBay. Death to the Army of Darkness is my Dynamite book of the week. I love me some Dynamite. I love everything they do with their licensed property stuff, and who doesn't love some Army of Darkness? That's great stuff. Transformers is your IDW book, because nobody does the 80s with Transformers and G.I. Joe and all that good stuff like IDW. They also team up with Boom Studios to give you a little bit of the mighty TMNT and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I've been saying it's a great era for mashups, for company crossovers, for franchise crossovers, and well, you're an 80s, 90s kid, it just doesn't get better than the Turtles and the Power Rangers. Firefly is my Boom Studios book of the week, because I love anything Whedonverse, and I love me some Firefly. But Wind might be your Boom Studios book of the week, written by James Tynion IV, current writer of Batman. This book has a lot of buzz behind it, so if you don't know too much about this one, go to boomstudios.com and then go to black-cat-comics.com and pick up a copy, because that's good stuff. Vampironica, New Blood. It's my Archie book of the week. I love everything Archie. Been talking up their all-ages stuff, their mainstream line, their horror line like this one. I love Vampironica. I love Jughead the Hunger, Sabrina, Afterlife with Archie, all that good stuff. Much like Image, everybody should have an Archie book on their list, because there's something for everybody coming out of Archie right now. Dark Ark This is my Aftershock book of the week. Been talking up some Aftershock, been talking up Dark Ark from the very beginning. We love us some Aftershock around here. If you're looking for something non-superhero, yet still a little apocalyptic, check out some Aftershock, and Dark Ark is a great, great place to start. Speaking of publishers that start with A, AWA puts out a book called Resistance. They're a new publisher, but they've got some of the top talent in comics. Like this one is from J. Michael Straczynski and Mike Deodato. If you don't know Straczynski and Deodato, this is a great place to start. And if you do know those guys, then you probably already picked up issue 1 and you're looking to grab this issue 2. Check out the other stuff from AWA. Go to their website. Like I say, one of the newer publishers, but they got a lot of great new books and a lot of great talent. And a good week for the all ages stuff too. Invader Zim is your Oni Press book of the week. Haven't seen an Invader Zim in a little while, so that's a lot of fun. The comic is just as good as the show. And Uncle Scrooge, because you don't get any more classic than Disney comics. Love the great job IDW does with all of their Disney stuff, because it's great to see Disney in comics. Lots and lots of great stuff this week, so check those shipping lists, get to black-cat-comics.com, do all your shopping, book that curbside appointment, and come get some awesome stuff. That's all we got for you for this week. Like I say, go to black-cat-comics.com, do your shopping, book a curbside or book a virtual shopping experience, and let us take you around the store and show you what we've got, like these books that might not be on the website. Check out the Facebook page, check out the YouTube channel, and I guess that's it, because you can't get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Make sure you tune in Saturday, 2 o'clock on Facebook and on YouTube as we do Comic Shop Talk Live with special guest Emonic this weekend. That's all we got for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Saturday.